Warren Buffett, a well-known value investor of our time, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, has a net worth of more than 70 billion US dollar and is considered one of the most successful investors in the world. Because of this, his superb investment record, his investment style, strategy and mindset has led to many people wanting to learn how he does it. How can he produce such good results over long term? In fact, because of his handsome investment results, many books and articles were written about his life and investment methods to give people a glimpse of how this Oracle of Omaha invests. For those of you who are interested to learn how to invest like Warren Buffett, I would strongly encourage you to read up as much as you can. But we know that this will take a long time and it may not be an easy task to digest all of it, especially if you are a beginner. So in this video, we want to summarize the gist of the books and articles that I've read about how Warren Buffett invests and value investing, all into 5 simple points for you to kickstart your value investing journey. Hi, welcome back to Mr. Money TV, your favorite financial edutainment channel, bringing you financial education and entertainment at the same time. So, what you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification to get updated with our latest video. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. If you just started your investing journey or you've just started to learn about value investing, you must have come across many articles and books about how Warren Buffett invests. Well, I would encourage you to pick up as many books as you can to read about investing and how Warren Buffett invests. I understand that it can be a daunting task and it may take some time to digest and understand the contents of it. Don't worry, it's totally normal. When I first started investing, it took me 2 years to read through The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, and I had to read through it twice before I could understand what the book was trying to say. Since then, I've read through quite a number of books and articles about value investing and what's Warren Buffett investing methods. So instead of having you to run through all these books and articles, I will summarize what have I learned about how can you start investing like Warren Buffett in this video. It will not be about what kind of account or broker that you need to use and how to execute a purchase, but this will cover how you can generate investment ideas to important investment principles that Warren Buffett adheres to based on all the articles and books that I've read over the years. So make sure you watch till the end of this video and give yourself a head start in your investment journey. The first step to invest like Buffett is to always learn. And the best method to learn is simply through reading. In fact, it was said that Warren Buffett is a ferocious reader who spent 80% of his time reading. He said in an interview that he spent most of his time in the office reading and thinking. This is true not just for Buffett, but for his right-hand man Charlie Munger, whom his children said that they have never seen him go anywhere without a book. He is always reading. So the first step is rather simple and easy, something that all of us can do. Warren Buffett actually suggests that anyone who is hoping to achieve success should read 500 pages a day. And Charlie said that in his life he has known no wise man who didn't read all the time. If you are convinced by this but you just do not know where to start, here is a simple guide for you. For books, you can start off with The Essays of Warren Buffett, Lesson for Corporate America. This book is simply a compilation of key learnings from Berkshire Hathaway's annual letters written by Buffett from 1979 to 2006. This book is truly a gold mine of Buffett's mindset for investing. It's easy to read for beginners while still packs a punch even for seasoned investors. And if you're reading to generate investment ideas, I would recommend you to pick up a good business magazine or newspaper. To name a few: Wall Street Journal, Fortune Magazine, and The Age if you're from Malaysia. Learn about the latest business and market trends. Just be open-minded and learn whatever you can. You will never know what comes across and set out to generate a great investment idea for you. The second step to invest like Buffett is to understand financial statement. In one of his interviews, he attributed his success to being fluent in accounting. He was quoted saying that accounting is the language of business. If you can't speak the language, it's difficult to win the game. Financial statement is the scorecard of a business. If you can't read the scorecard of a business, you won't be able to tell apart the winners and the losers, which means you can't score. He went on further by saying that financial reporting is the beginning of every decision making that that happens around Berkshire Hathaway. That shows how important it is to be able to understand and interpret financial statements if you want to invest like Warren Buffett. When it comes to understanding financial statements, many beginners will start saying that it's so confusing, it's hard to understand, or they're not good with numbers. Certainly, if you have extensive knowledge in accounts preparation, that would be an advantage. But even if you don't have that, don't worry. You only need to have basic accounting knowledge, because what you need is simply to interpret the accounts that are prepared by the company. And as an investor, you don't need to know in depth how to prepare a business account. What you need is simply to be able to interpret the numbers on the financial statement. Simple stuff like revenue, profit margins, operating expenses, and net profit, and some financial ratios. Instead of thinking about complicated financial figures, start looking at the financial statement as a tool to answer these questions. How does the business make money? How do they spend money? How are they doing compared to other companies in the similar business? For me, looking at the financial statement with these questions made the numbers come alive and more fun to learn about it. Once you can answer this question, it's a good start to your investment journey. One of the benefits of understanding financial statement is that accounting is a universal language for businesses. Once you can understand accounting, it doesn't matter where this business is located, whether in your own country or in some faraway land, you will be able to tell much about the business just through its financial statements. So, when you can interpret financial statement, it will help you to invest in any market, anywhere, whether it's a local stock market or the US stock market. Step 3 to invest like Buffett is to interpret the business future prospect. Interpreting the future prospect of a business is one of the most important keys to successful investing. When we invest in a business, we are investing in the ability of a company to bring in profits in the future. While you read the past results through financial statement, information about future growth of a company is often more subtle. While it's not easy to find information about future growth of a business, it's not impossible. One of the easiest ways to find out about it is to read up the chairman's statement and management discussion in the annual report of a company. There, the management of the company will reveal information about the challenges of the company is facing or will be facing, or how they predict the future of the company will be in the next 1 year. Other than that, you will also find bits and pieces of information from your industry research report about the product of the business, the consumer behavior trends, and market research and so on. For example, when I was considering investing in Nvidia share, I spent a lot of time reading about GPU, graphic processing units, AI, artificial intelligence, technology, hanging out in tech forums, reading about technology and so on. This kind of wide reading materials led me to understand their product, their industry, the market surrounding their business much better. The collective information through this kind of reading is what we call industry research or market research. It is simply the collection of information that allow an investor to predict the possible future growth of a business. This step is crucial to every successful investment that you will be making. And it's important that you stay well read with the industry that you are investing in, because the market always changes, and it's important that you stay updated and informed. Step 4 to invest like Buffett is look for companies with good management team. By this step, you would have probably generated an investment idea or a stock watch list by now of what kind of businesses are you interested to invest in. So taking it from here, we have to acknowledge that a business is only as good as the management team. It is important to know that the business that you are investing in is managed by a good management team that can grow the business to greater heights. Buffett has constantly said that the most important trait of a good management is integrity. He says that integrity is what makes it hard to question a person's decision, because you're assured that he or she will use good judgment. Sounds simple, right? But as a retail investor who has no access to the CEO or management of the company, it's hard for me to judge if the CEO or management team has integrity, right? Unlike Buffett or other fund managers who invest huge amount of money, therefore giving them access directly with the management team of the business and so on, for a simple retail investor like us, we can only base it on some fraction of information and indications that we can get our hands on. Firstly, you can ask around about the reputation of the CEO of the company if you can find access to friends in the industry. Secondly, you can also find out if the company is able to attract and retain talent. Find out about how the management team is compensated. Are their compensation matching with the results that they bring? Are they able to follow through their targets? Do the management team hold shares in the company? And are they regularly buying the shares of the company? Read up about interviews of the management teams and so on. These are indications that can tell you more about the management team of a business. I would also recommend you to attend the AGM of the company so that you can directly ask questions to the management team and get a feel of what kind of people they are. That is probably the best that you can get as a normal beginner retail investor. Finally, step 5 to invest like Buffett is invest for the long term. Warren Buffett once said that when you buy a stock, it should be like getting married. That shows how committed he is to long-term investing. Buffett is well known for holding stocks for a long period of time. He has held the stocks of Coca-Cola since 1988. That is 32 years. In fact, he has famously said that his favorite holding period is forever. The truth is, when it comes to investing, it takes time to be proven right. Even if you have done all the steps and you're confident that the business is worth investing, the share price of the business will not shoot up the next day after you bought their shares. The share price will still go up and down all the time. So you have to be patient. Set aside your emotions and remind yourself about the famous story of Mr. Market by Benjamin Graham. Mr. Market is irrational and emotional. It is in fact just like the share price movement that we see in the stock market. Keep in mind that it has got nothing to do with the fundamentals of the business. It is merely what the market perceives the value of the business to be. So don't get affected and hold on to your investment based on the investment thesis that you have formed about the business. Stick to the facts, not the emotion and public perception. Benjamin Graham once said, the market is a voting machine in the short run, but a weighing machine in the long run. So if you have invested in a company with substance, you should be confident with your investment in the long run. Time and time again, the market has proven this point. Great businesses always recover from a crash and then thrive to be better than before. So the lesson here, stay invested. It takes time to be proven right. These are the 5 points that I've learned over the years about investing and reading up about investing books and articles on value investing and Benjamin Graham. I hope the content of this video is helpful to you, especially if you are a beginner. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and do share with us in the comment if this content was helpful. Or if you have your own way of approaching stock investment, do share with us in the comment below. We look forward to reading your comment. I'll see you next time.